Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Libra, this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for February 3rd to the 9th. This week we have the Trust the Niggle Oracle card. We have the Nine of Pentacles, Death. We have the Six of Swords, Strength, Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So I've just been sitting with the cards for a little while, and I really feel that what's coming through here is that some of you may be feeling torn or indecisive about somebody that you suspect is all ego, or that potentially they are operating in your life with another agenda, or they just don't have the level of authenticity, honesty and trustworthiness that you are really desiring. Now, general reading, guys, you'll know whether it's in love or business or whatever it is, but I see that the energy here is for you to release that this week. And if you do, I really feel like you'll be moving towards your best life, really, greater independence and self-sufficiency, and just really not needing others in your life that are going to play you in any way. So I'm just going to kick off by reading that oracle card, Trust the Niggle. What is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? That annoying niggling feeling, try as you might, it's there, and it's not going anywhere. Most people spend years ignoring their niggling feelings, throwing their best dollops of stubbornness, ego, and post-rationalization to numb them out. It's exhausting. And until you face the niggle, life just throws you more bait to awaken it, to draw your attention to the light within you that is bursting to come out. The niggle is an arrow pointing to what is standing in your way, the relationship, the conversation, the decision, the shift that needs to be made, the stone in your shoe. So Libra, you're definitely being called to trust your intuition this week. And if you do have a gut feeling that a personal situation is a little bit off, then it probably is. And it's time for you to hit them up about it, to have the conversation, to, or if you feel like you can't do that, to just, to cut them out, because you don't really want to be in a position with someone that you just feel unsure about. That's what I see here in this recent past position with this Two of Pentacles is, being indecisive or unsure about a person and their agenda. So the Two of Pentacles, which is the juggler, it really talks about indecision, or, sort of riding that emotional roller coaster and feeling unstable, unbalanced, or a situation is unbalanced, unable to feel grounded with 2 feet on, on the surface here. It can also have that element of being played. It doesn't necessarily have to be in love, guys, but yeah, obviously it can be somebody that is playing you with some other person, or has an agenda, like I said, whether it is to join with you for financial reasons, or because you make them look good, or, and vice versa, that sort of thing. That's really the Two of Pentacles energy. So in a work situation, it can be, somebody who is wanting to, use and abuse your skills, or, is playing you off in the workplace against somebody else. It's that kind of energy. And it really can lead to those tumultuous emotions. And, maybe in one moment you feel like you're the flavor of the day and everything's going good, and then the other pentacle, rises and this one falls, and, their attention's gone elsewhere, and all of a sudden you're left in the cold, and you're sort of wondering why this person's kind of retracted their love or attention for you. And I really feel like you might be dealing with somebody who it's really all about them. So they'll give you the attention when they feel like it. However, they'll retract it and focus on themselves as well. So yeah, I really feel like you are having the strength and you're encouraged to have the strength and courage to maybe, look somebody in the eye this week, to see them for what they are, to trust your intuition about them. The Knight of Cups, in this particular reading for me, is somebody who is that kind of very charismatic, magnetic person that might have sort of come into your life with what you thought were good intentions, but potentially there's something else under the surface there. Joined with the Strength card. The Strength card can talk about taming inner demons, or taming the ego, with the angel here representing the higher self. I don't feel like it relates to you. I feel like it relates to the other person. So you might be dealing with somebody who's very ego driven, very much into, surface, being very one-dimensional, focusing on looks, chemistry, sexuality, and all of those sorts of things. you know, rather than actually like really trying to connect on a deeper level. If it's a romance reading in the workplace, it can be somebody that's potentially trying to take advantage of you in some way. But the Strength card talks about, you know, having the strength and courage to, within yourself, to, you know, really bring this back into balance, or to do what needs to be done in order to bring this beast back into control, you know. And I think you have the potential, you have the courage, and you have the skill to be able to do that this week. So that's what I'm sensing there, guys. But I like this combination here of the Knight of Cups and the Death card. So I feel like this person, you know, rode into your life and they're ready to ride out now. You know, that Knight of Cups is somebody that potentially was very, very magnetic. You might have a lot of chemistry with them, be it professional or personal romantic chemistry. But either way, you know, I just feel that this person's, you know, it really is operating from an egoic stance, and, you know, it's time for them to leave your life. I feel like it was a flash in the pan. It was probably quite a quick interaction. Yeah, and it's time over already if you really want to, you know, get back to your own life and your own agenda, and you know, not get involved with this person. So the Death energy talks about, you know, releasing something that's ready to be released, even if it has only been going on for a short amount of time, because that's what I'm feeling in this reading. It talks about, you know, obviously having the strength and courage to recognize when a cycle is over. Maybe there was something that you needed to learn from that situation. You've already learned it. Maybe in the past you've been tempted by these kind of people that, you know, look all shiny on the outside. And this time you're actually, you know, saying no to them, and, you know, you're really showing that you've learnt that lesson. Now, the Death card always promises great transformation and much better opportunities if you can allow this one to pass. So we really need to embrace that energy and not ignore it. Otherwise, that's when we kind of find ourselves potentially in a tower moment down the track, because we haven't sort of followed the obvious signs that the universe is giving us. So Death is here. It's saying it's time to release this person, this situation, and get on to moving towards your best life, because that's what I'm really, really feeling is on offer here, Libra. The Six of Swords talks about making a necessary rite of passage away from something, but I really feel this energy is about moving towards this energy, this Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is about self-sufficiency, independence, you know, quality, you know, attracting quality into your life, luxury, abundance. And I think you're capable of that on your own, so you don't need to engage with others that might be trying to drain your resources or have an agenda with you. Yeah, there can be some little bit of sadness and you know, grief with the Six of Swords of having to move on from something. Maybe you had really high hopes for this situation, but, you know, again, we see this indicator of unsteady emotions with the water that's tumultuous. So, you know, what's on offer is so much more groundedness and stability if you can release this situation, and moving into much calmer waters, you know, peace, harmony, and growth. And for me, you know, that Nine of Pentacles is that living your best life card. It's somebody that doesn't need somebody else in their life to build a future with. It's somebody who knows that they can make it on their own and they have all the resources that they need. It's not saying that this is going to fully unfold and you're at Nine of Pentacles within a week, Libra, but it's saying that this is the energy that you're working towards by reclaiming your personal power, trusting your intuition, making clear decisions to release the people that aren't in your best interests or that might have an agenda with you, having the strength and courage to overcome your own inner demons, to integrate your higher self with your ego. And, you know, from there you can create great abundance for your life because you're operating from a much higher position. So Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you all the best with it this week. Do keep in mind it is a general reading, so it won't be for every one of you guys. Feel free to leave me a comment if you would like to share how it's unfolding in your daily life, and I'll see you back here next week for another reading.